We are live.
Heyo.
Hey, Rampage.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Pokeymanz. I believe this is what, episode 3?
Episode 3.
All right, neat. Oh yeah, can you pop the stream in chat? I'll share it out too. In any case, we probably should have talked about this before we went, but who wants to do recap? No pressure.
I'll give it a go this week if you want.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah, go for it.
You get a mastery, which is always nice.
Yeet. So the recap for last week. The document is now 28 pages long.
I don't want to talk about it.
The recap for last week. Akryla gained a mastery because she did the recap last time. We talked to a stranger, and what was that Pokemon? The Celebi.
Yep.
And we discovered that they were actually from the future, and we had been pulled into the little grotto by the Celebi. And we discovered that we were unable to get the stranger's name or a lot of any relevant information, but that Pokerus is really bad and it's making the Pokemon do a lot of unnatural things and attacking their friends and each other, and everything was on fire. So we were able to get back to our little town with our Duredge. And when we got back into town, we remembered absolutely nothing. But we took it back to the professor who had dealt with Jimmy by stuffing Jimmy in a cage. But the professor gave us the flute to get the Snorlax out of the way and asked us to deliver a Rattata to a guy named Dimitri I am trying to find that map. Where is that map? Oh, it's up on Roll20. Yeah, we're going to Polmira Town, I believe, right?
It should be on the page. Let's double check. There we go. You guys are on your way to Polmira Town?
Yeah, so we're on our way to Polmira Town. We were going to fight the Snorlax, but Akryla was able to get it calmed down a little bit with Pokemon treats and discovered a person named Somnia sleeping underneath the Snorlax. And Ajax delivered her to her grandma Rita, and we left off with them arguing over which one of them gets to marry Ajax.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright, you get a mastery which can be used in a lot of fun ways. You can save them, you can use them for rerolls, which is pretty common. In any case, also the trainers each got a trainer XP. A trainer XP is earned when you complete a major milestone. So it may not seem like anything major has happened yet, but the idea, setting off in your journey, taking their first step into the grander world, feels like a massive milestone. So one reason is to get them company with the system, and another reason is I do agree that it feels like a big deal to finally take that step. So we'll go down how we're presented in game on our imaging. So Opal, Ajax, and Akryla. Opal, what did you boost with your trainer?
I boosted tactics. I went from a D4 to a D6.
Excellent. Ajax, what did you boost?
He boosted his fitness. He went from a D8 to a D10.
Excellent. And Akryla, how did you improve?
Did tactics from a D6 to a D8.
All right, we've got two people with strategy. We've got one with all the muscle. All right, let's get back into the session. Another note is that when we ended on Route 1, we saw Wesley fighting someone named Power on a bridge. as you guys kind of happen upon the scene, Power just screaming his name because I don't know, that's what he does. But I'll move you guys there now for the visuals. Right. Technical stuff. Like someone whistled.
In this mic, you don't want it. I promise.
Oh God, my ear.
Whistle, whistle. There's your whistling.
So as you guys are walking up the street and you see Wesley, he actually caught a Pokemon already. He's using a Starly to fight this other dude. And Wesley just screaming, "Peck!" And this Starly's flying around, doing its best. But Power just sitting there, he keeps screaming, "You think you can overpower me?"
Oh, look at this
And
edgelord.
this shadowy
Oh, no, it's-
Sableye.
Gortash.
Oh, is that a real person?
No.
This shadowy Sableye is just demolishing Starly to the point where it looks like he just gets one shot. And your characters, I don't know what you've experienced, but I think Ajax will get a flashback to something because Ajax deep down knows exactly what this Sableye is. I don't know if you're prepared for a flashback or a feeling, but you do know it's a very dangerous situation.
You guys would notice. I feel like you guys would kind of got in the sense of that Ajax a very belligerent person, per se. Not necessarily an angry person, but you guys see a very. You see his face full of rage, kind of right now.
Can we tell if it's directed at Power or?
He's straight up looking at Power, and he kind of. Chimchar, just for reference, will always be out. He'll rarely be in his Pokeball, because whenever Ajax tries to put him in his Pokeball, kind of similar to Pikachu early on in the show, he just kind of smacks it away because he doesn't like being in the Pokeball. Because he spent a long time in it already. He doesn't feel like going back in there. You would see that Ajax kind of takes off running he grabs Chimchar as Chimchar like gets on his shoulder, and he'll like take off running. And he'll kind of chuck Chimchar at the Sableye.
Okay. You can go ahead. Go ahead.
How, with his past knowledge, actually he should be at full health because we did heal before we left.
Yeah, yeah. Make sure you guys heal up. We did heal before you left the city.
From Ajax's past experiences, how big of a, compared to where his Chimchar is at right now, does he think his Chimchar could take on the Sableye?
Maybe if it's a group effort, but it's also frowned upon to just jump people with your Pokemon and Pokeymanz.
Real.
Yeah. Now, the thing was, unless it's like usually like an evil or something else, or reasons for team fights. Usually, if there's multiple Pokemon against one Pokemon and it's not a boss fight, there are negatives to your rolls and stuff like that, just kind of to balance it out. But you would know that Shadow Pokemon in particular, if we're talking mechanics, have a minimum of D10 across the board, and are very dangerous Pokemon. So
Ajax would get here, kind of stop himself and just tell Wesley to not bother with this guy, holding back
He's crying, by the
considerably.
way. He beat up all my Pokemon, but I still have one left. And he's thinking about sending out his grass starter. You can see the little grass symbol on his Pokeball, a little sticker he got from the professor. But I'm imagining you stop him.
Yeah, Ajax would grab his arm and just be like, "Go back to the professor and get your Pokemon healed, and he's not worth your time." The entire time, basically speaking through this, like through his teeth, basically, as he's just clenching his mouth full of anger, I guess.
Okay. You see, Power looks at the little boy and he goes, "This is why you're always going to be weak. You can't fight your own fights."
I wouldn't talk about weak when you have to rely on such barbaric ways.
He flips the ping on his chain. He kind of handles it like Flavor Flav, and he spins it. And as he spins it, he looks at you and goes, "What do you know about these type of Pokemon? I haven't never met anyone that knew what they were."
He has that chain out. I don't know, like that Pokeball, Dark Ball thing out, chain on. I don't know if Power would recognize it or not.
Yeah, I think not initially, but as you're standing there, he would be like, "Oh, you're not too far off from me, then, are you? But you're judging me."
I was where you are, and trust me, I'm better than you now.
But you put your money where your Pokemon are.
I know firsthand how strong those Pokemon are, and I don't feel like putting my gym chart through that.
And Wesley just screams, "If he wanted, he could beat you up. I saw him beat up the most strongest Pokemon trainer in the world. His name was Jimmy." While he's talking, what are the ladies up to? Are you guys just kind of watching, letting Ajax take the lead? And also, before I actually ask you guys that, shout out to Liz, fucking fantastic artist, freaking risen up our minds, looking real fresh like.
Risen 'em
Um,
up.
Look at that Jim Char custom art, and it don't stop there. I know you guys got to enjoy Pixel's artwork, but we got some more. Hidden fucking Power Geodude. God damn, it looks so good.
Go.
Okay. What are the ladies doing as Ajax kind of runs up? You can see this is very personal for him.
I think Akula would probably be taken aback a second just because we've seen Ajax be so, like, kind of even keel, like, this whole time, and him getting riled up like he did, would take me Akula back, and I think, after him talking, to him and, to Power and Wesley, she and Pixel would probably run up, behind him, kind of just to be, like, there for support if needed.
And Opal?
Opal is carrying the Rattata, and would probably call for Wesley to come back. You know, let's head back to town, get out of the way, it's dangerous. Go on, back into town, the way's open. Let's get your Pokemon healed up and get out of here.
Opal, he even has my favorite Pokemon. He points to his shirt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is this what trainers are like? When I met you three, I thought all trainers were heroic. But he's so evil. I hate him. I'll never be like him.
Good. Remember that. If you don't want to be like him, don't. But you gotta take care of your Pokemon, okay? You gotta take care of them. Take them back and get them healed up and try again.
He runs away crying to the town. And he screams, "Mark my words, Power. I'll show you power one day."
I hope you do, little buddy.
And Power just kind of grills your group as he returns his Sableye. And he, "What's your name?" He looks at Ajax.
He kind of looks at him, thinking real hard as to whether to actually tell him his name. It's Ajax.
Ajax, Acryla, and Opal. You two don't even realize how deep you're in this shit, do you?
I mean, no, we kind of just got here.
You care about that little punk.
Which little punk, Ajax or Wesley?
No, I wouldn't talk about Ajax like that. He's the big punk. He like points to his muscles.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make sure I'm trying to make sure I understand who you're insulting exactly. But
Boy, Wesley.
hey, man, it's his first day too. You had to have been a beginner at some point,
Real tough picking on a 10-year-old.
right?
Oh my god. You don't remember. Wow. He chuckles.
Remember someone as lame as you? No, I don't think I do.
What was the point? He looks at you all and he goes, "You think you're the only one they sent back?"
What are you talking about?
He just shakes his head. If I stay as weak as I once was, I'll never be strong enough to protect this world from what's coming. So yeah, I beat the crap out of that punk's Pokemon. Because when he gets to my age, I need him to be stronger. Stronger than I ever was back then. I'll let you figure out the rest. And he walks off, and you see him just look back at you one time. How are you gonna save the world when you can't even get ready for it? And he just dips.
Can we
What are
all
we
agree that guy was the worst?
What are we supposed to be trying to save the world from?
I have no idea. I think he has a screw loose.
You guys would see that Ajax kind of walks towards the closest like poster right here, just kicks it out of frustration and anger. Like he'll kick it as hard as he possibly can.
Damn,
Be a
Ajax.
fitness roll. If you get a really high roll, you'll like even break it, you know?
Oh shit.
You said as hard as you could, right?
Yeah.
The bridge collapses.
Pokemon's apart. No.
Well, we're
Pokemon
stuck.
world breaks.
3.
Okay, so you kick it. You still kick it respectively hard, right? If it was a Pokemon are a bit tougher than a inanimate object, but you kick it really hard and you leave a crack in its wood frame. What do you guys say to him? Chipchar would probably follow up, knowing you and Chipchar act very similar.
Wait. Let us get across the bridge first. Oh.
Damn, Ajax, what happened back there? It seemed like you kind of knew that guy from how you were acting.
Knowing him? No, but I've known several people like him.
What
People
was
who
up
use
with
those Pokemon.
What was up with that? What was up with that Pokemon? It didn't look any kind of familiar.
It had like a dark aura around it.
I don't really know much of the science behind it. All I know is, and he'll kind of point towards a Pixel and Geodude. You guys know how you guys care and love your Pokemon.
Yeah.
Those Pokemon are treated the completely opposite way. They gain immense strength by doing so, but they're incredibly violent.
But
And
at what
So they
cost?
abuse their Pokemon, is what you're saying.
yes,
That's disgusting.
though some don't do it personally. But the Pokemon are abused to the point to where those negative feelings emerge in as a power-up of sorts. Like his Pokemon is far stronger than what his normal version would be.
Doesn't seem worth it, in my opinion. Abusing a Pokemon just for it to be a little bit stronger.
Ada kind of like nods and is like, I would agree with you that it's not worth it, but I wouldn't say a little bit stronger.
Why would you even need a Pokemon that strong?
There's no real good reason for it.
Such a waste.
There are ways to return them to normal, although it's extremely difficult to do so. And as he says that, he kind of grasps that Pokeball around his neck, and he'll just kind of like walk across the bridge with Chimchar, actually showing some affection towards him more than normal.
Oh. Man.
Wait,
They kind of just walk across the bridge.
wait, I'm back. I'm back.
Wesley,
Yeah.
everything
wanna
okay,
go-
bud?
I want to go to the next town over with you. I want to challenge the first gym leader.
I mean, I don't see why not.
You know what the worst part about that guy was?
What's that?
What?
My same last name. I'm Wesley Power.
That is weird. You didn't know him though?
Nobody told me not to touch him or we'd explode. I don't know what he's going on about though.
Explode?
He kept saying that I need to get stronger or I won't be where I need to be when the time comes. He kept screaming at me that I can't fail, and then that's when you guys showed up and he beat up my Starly.
Are your Pokemon okay? Did you take good care of them?
Yeah. The professor says she's going to sleep, so if you guys get beat up anymore, it's on you.
Thanks, Professor. Alright, well, we gotta get this Rattata to the next town, so we better get going. Krilla would walk with Pixel, kind of petting him while they walk.
Awesome.
Opal will follow along, and Geodude's just floating at her side, and she's carrying the Rattata in its little cage and just keeping an eye on it because it's so obviously not doing well.
Yeah. Opal, when you eventually cross the bridge, you see a little Godine kind of splash you with water before trickling downstream. But when the water hits you, you're reminded of you get a flashback of putting your leg in some type of riverbed, and it started to glow, and you remember Aquila being shocked, and that you're kind of walking around on it, and you're like, "Holy crap, it's new!" And it feels so vivid, like you're really there, to the point where you maybe even test whether you can walk regular, and it's not the case. But it feels like you've really experienced this.
She'll try to put weight on it and like try to take a step forward, and she'll stumble and have to like reach out to Geodude for support. Man, that was. And she's like holding her head in her free hand and.
Krilla will look back and be like, Opal, you okay?
I had some kind of weird. It feels like a memory, but no. I thought that I remember like dipping my leg into some water, and it healed me up a really good amount, and I was able to put weight on this leg. Like a lot of weight, like it used to be, and you were really confused too. I don't know. That was a weird thought. These intrusive thoughts, man.
Yeah. I mean, that would be so cool if that actually did happen. But
Right.
yeah, I definitely don't remember anything like that going on at any point.
Yeah, I don't either. Well, let's go. We got a long way to go.
Yeah, you have a point. Let's catch up with Ajax.
Ajax, for a moment while they're talking, you pause. You feel your necklace shake, uh, like it would when you're trying to catch a Pokemon. Like it shakes 2 or 3 times and stuff like that. It shakes briefly, and you feel a presence, but it remains locked when you try to mess with it and stuff. If you even try to mess with it,
He would try to mess with it a little bit.
you see a letter forms on the ball. Just A. Just the letter A, nothing else.
He would just kind of like, after he's done messing with it and sees that appear, he'll kind of tuck it away. And then while holding Chimchar, you will see him just kind of lost in thought.
Not really
So-
paying attention as we move through these woods.
Yeah, he wouldn't even notice you guys pass him. As you guys kind of see him just kind of very slowly walking. It looks like he's moving, but he's still basically standing still.
Hey, Ajax, you good?
He kind of snaps out of it for a bit. Yeah, I'm fine. I am fine.
Opal'd call back and be like, "Come on, Slowpoke." I haven't had a chance to say that in a while.
Man, where's the Slowpoke when you need him? That would be hilarious. They're just popping their heads out.
So there's a poke on this riverbed here.
Oh my gosh, right on cue.
He laughs, but only after you guys are long gone. Oh, oh, oh.
Oh, it's adorable. What wild Pokemon do we have in the area, or do we? Do we
Yes.
know?
So there are a bunch of there's a well, not a bunch. There's a few wild Pokemon. There's the Sunkern as always. This is kind of the only area where the Sunkern are predominantly is in the town you just left, Twindra, and in this Route 1 area. In Route 1, 2, there are a few basic Pokemon. There's Caterpie and Weedle. There's Pidgey, stuff you'd expect to see on a Route 1. What you didn't expect to see in this area, you guys can do a research roll for. I'm okay with all of you doing research rolls. And then maybe you remember like, oh, there's this rare Pokemon here, or this uncommon Pokemon here. If for those of you while they're making their rolls, you guys feel free to make your rolls while I explain this stuff. It's research. It'll be unassisted because your Pokemon can't tell you what Pokemon are here. But for the stream, and if you've ever played a Pokemon game, there's a very common Pokemon in the grass. And then in a lot of games, they've got like the 1% Pokemon, the 5 and the 10% Pokemon that show up in the grass very rarely. That is what I'm saying the players don't know about, just because they may never have been through here when one of those showed their face. Okay, awesome. So Opal, you don't necessarily generally just know more research-wise, but you might have happened through here when it appeared. And you know a really cool story about the 5 tiny trees in this valley down here below. Hold on, me ping it. Here we go. You know that sitting in between these 5 trees, and it has been here for a few years, is a special pincer. This pincer has planted these trees and has been growing them, saying that he'd finally leave one day when he's defeated. At least that's what people believe. Because he stays here, he beats trainers, he beats their Pokemon, and he continues to let the trees grow. So that is one of these special Pokemon in the area. If you guys wanted to camp out tonight, you may be able to catch him when he returns to the trees. Otherwise, you can catch any of the other common Pokemon mentioned or continue into the thicket.
So as we're walking along, if she sees any kind of landmarks that would put her in, remembering of that, she'd be like, I'm pretty sure I don't remember where I heard this. Maybe Rita was telling me about it or something. Apparently there's a pincer, who takes care of a little bitty grove of trees up there. And I guess he's like really hard to defeat or something. So, you guys want to like try and wait for him to try and catch him, or should we keep going?
Yeah, bugs freak me out. That's a no for me. I will get a quick sketch of those trees you're talking about, though, and kind of write a note about that if you guys don't care.
Sure. They're on down here. And Geodude will help her down the stairs, and she'll go point out the little... I don't know if it's an orchard or a grove, but yeah, it's that little formation up there.
That's so cool. It's fascinating. You said it was a pincer that did this?
That's what Rita said.
Huh. That is so interesting. I wish bugs didn't freak me out so much.
I love that he's able to take care of trees and not just...
Yeah, destroy
I don't know.
everything?
I don't know what bugs do with their days.
You know-
Pokemon do with their days, but
That is fair. I'm probably...
what about you, Ajax? Are you interested?
He'll kind of look at his Chimchar, and you guys would see that Chimchar's he's kind of raring for a fight a little bit ever since, you know, he kind of lost to the Ekans. No, not Ekans. What was it?
Arbok.
The
Arbok. There we go. He kind of lost to Arbok, so he's been itching for another fight since Ajax kept stopping him from fighting Arbok. If you guys are okay with it, since Chimchar's a little bit overexcited for a fight.
Yeah, I don't mind.
That's not a bad idea. We can camp out here. I'd actually like to get some time to get to know Ophelia a little bit more and maybe even teach her the hidden power move. While we wait.
We try and introduce her to a new ball. Is that a thing that can be done here, or does it have to be at a center?
We did that back at the
she's in the
professor's
new
lab.
ball. Okay.
Yeah, so she does have
Gotcha.
a brand spanking new one.
Amazing.
Yeah, because that was not good. In fact,
Is Wesley staying with the group or heading on?
Wesley, if you're staying with us, you better keep up.
In the group. He runs in, he goes, "Look at this Pokemon I just caught." And he showed you that he caught a Slowpoke.
A slowpoke. That's awesome.
When you guys walked away, he looked at me and started laughing, and I wasn't gonna let that slide.
What? Yeah. Good job, bud.
He sits down. So, why are you guys packing up, making a camp here? Are we staying here tonight?
Yeah, there's a really strong pincer that formed these trees here and has been, like, taking care of them. And Chimchar is ready to blow off some steam, so I think we're gonna wait around until he returns and see about fighting him and possibly catching him.
A question about Chimchar.
Yeah.
So when Chimchar lets off steam, what happens when he farts to the other fire toes? Is it an explosion?
Ajax just looks completely confused. You know what, kid? Sure, that could possibly be what happens. I've never seen it happen, but there's a high chance that is what happens.
You never seen my Pokemon use the bathroom either. You think he smells his Pokeball?
Ugh.
Akrilla's just gonna facepalm and be like, is this what it's like having younger siblings? I am so regretting doing this.
I have no idea, but hey, free entertainment, right?
Is that what this is?
Sure. Show me what you're drawing. Let's go see.
Yeah.
While you're kind of sketching out the work, you're getting the trees and then the little flowers. You could see, there's a reason people camp out there, where Opal would have heard in the rumors and stuff. The pincer sleeps throughout the day, and you could actually see him nestled in the trees, just kind of in like the middle formation, the third one in the middle section. And he looks terrifying, I guess, if it's you, but for other people, he might look the tiniest level of cute as a really ugly Pokemon can look.
He's there.
Oh man. What's the size? Like, how big are they usually?
Yeah, so pincers are usually about 4 feet and 11 inches, so just shy of
Big.
5 feet.
It's
Oh, it's a big
gross. It's a big
Oh.
bug.
And they're pretty heavy for their height, coming in around the 130s, 140s.
Man, Geodude, we're gonna have to like roll you around. That guy's like 3 of you.
Akrill is gonna finish her sketch and pick up Pixel, kind of just as a comfort kind of thing. I hate bugs.
I imagine Geodude like bobs and goes, dude.
Dude.
Ooh. He's like the ultimate bro for some reason.
Yeah. Dude.
He's just a dude, bro, yeah.
Yeah.
So as you guys set up camp, Wesley actually has a little snack pack his mom made for him. So he sets out a bunch of tuna sandwiches and on the tables, and he just starts eating it. But he puts them in plates for you guys without even asking, just kind of one to each plate and bottles of water. And the sun's starting to set. The cool part about having Chimchar out is when the sun sets, it's kind of like you have a little bonfire because the heat on his tail would illuminate in the night.
Nice. Thanks, kid.
Thanks, Wesley. That's really sweet.
Yeah, my mom made it for me.
Uh,
She's getting so old, that Rita.
What was that? I didn't catch it.
My mom's friend Rita, she's getting so old.
oh,
Yeah. That happens. That's gonna be you someday.
Do you think Pokemon age?
I do. I once met this guy with this really old Hoot Hoot. It was the cutest thing that I have ever seen. He had like wrinkles and everything, and his little tufts of hair, the feathers on top of his head kind of drooped. It was adorable.
Wesley looks at his sandwich and it's gone. And then he looks at Geodude and Geodude's like, dude. But Geodude did not take it. Okay, who was it?
It wasn't me, man. If you're still hungry, you can have part of mine.
And that's when you see the pincer jump onto the table.
Oh! Oh!
Akrilla is going to scream. I'm not going to roleplay that because I don't want to hurt you guys' ears. But Akrilla is going to scream.
Yes.
I'm no Krilla. Okay, the pincer jumps on the table and it doesn't attack Wesley. It looks to see if Wesley's here to challenge it. And Wesley wants to be brave and challenge it, but you see Wesley go, Wesley just faints. and I imagine Chimchar's probably kicking Ajax like, let's go. And the pincer's looking around to see who's willing to challenge it. He keeps saying sir, and Geodude keeps saying dude, and they're trying to out mail each other.
Sir,
Dude, sir, dude.
Geo, get Wesley out of the way.
Ooh. He pulls him up. And pincer looks at you, Ajax. Are you ready?
Yeah, basically the entire time Chimchar was just kind of Ajax was kind of holding Chimchar back. The moment the pincer looks ready, he'll he'll let go of Chimchar.
Okay. You see Pincer look at you, and he's like flexing his pincers, and he's that's the beauty of Gen 1. They're very straightforward.
Yeah.
And as he looks at you, let's both roll our initiative. While Pokemon get a D6, you get to roll your tactics die. Be mindful it's just your tactics die. All right, excellent. You did great. So you're able to go first as the Pincer kind of primes for battle. And don't forget, ladies, you got some commentary tokens. I've put here what they can do for Ajax if he starts to lose against Pincer. But Ajax, you get to start this show off. The hazards in the arena are just the trees, his garden. He's called it a garden even though it's not. But if you destroy his garden, the fight might get harder, and he might also have a level of hatred towards you even if you capture him.
Chimchar would, I guess, charge at him and power up his fist as he'll throw a power punch. For a 5.
Okay, you go to kind of punch him as best you can. And you see that the pincer kind of rolls up in his body, and you're able to successfully hit him. Nice. But as you successfully hit him, he immediately tries to cut your Pokemon in half. It fails.
Chimchar would kind of, I guess, backflip. Yeah, he'll backflip. And then as soon as he lands, he'll charge him again for another punch.
Opal's cheering. Yeah, let's go. Get him.
Akryla is very scared, holding Pixel, kind of shivering, and holds Pixel with one arm and puts her fist up, shaking with the other. Yeah, go!
Feeling intimidated by you and your fighting techniques, Pincer feels he needs to prove he's stronger than you. But before then, are the ladies using any of their commentary officially?
Oh,
No pressure. I'll come back to you guys. So now you're probably really honed in on what they are. Hold on, what are we doing? So as you guys are kind of looking that over, I'll have the Pincer try to pinch. So a Pincer goes to try to meet you on your playing field with his vital throw. Wow, another 1 on the die, even though he's got a D6. So he tries to grab you. He lifts up the table and he throws the entire table at Chimchar. How does Chimchar deal with that?
Chimchar will kind of jump towards Ajax. And kind of, I don't know how to do this, but Chimchar would just kind of jump back towards Ajax, turn around, look at Ajax, and kind of make himself into a little ball. And Ajax takes that as he wants to be thrown. So he's just gonna grab Chimchar and throw him at.
Now you have a hazard to deal with. The hazard is that there's a table between you and Pincer, and it's flying towards you guys. So you can opt to dodge the table, or you can take a penalty on the roll if you still attack to burst through the table. The penalty is just that the Pincer will think of cover in D&D. So it'd be a little harder to hit, but it'll be a badass scene if you can burst through it. Otherwise, you can use your move action to go around it. Oh, you want to burst through it? Okay, let's go.
Yeah. Would I still roll tactics, or would I roll fitness in this instance?
If your contribution could be fitness, and then your Pokemon could be whatever his regular tactics.
Okay.
Excellent. You're able to easily overcome the table. And as you burst through the table, Chimchar flies through and pounds on the Pinsir's face. Pinsir looks like he's getting worked up as you see him, swords begin to kind of rotate around him, providing bonuses to his attacks. As you guys fight wild stuff, random Pokemon, random things, they'll do stuff, they'll power up, they'll get stronger, and then hopefully you still take them out. But Pinsir looks at you, inside, and the blades begin to dance around. And he checks to see if his garden's okay, and it's still okay. And he goes flying at you for +1 on his X-Scissor attack. Right? It'll be a 3 in total, but he still misses you. Slicing into the floor in front of you, Chimchar disappears. What do you do, Chimchar?
As Chimchar disappears, he'll just kind of appear underneath him as he will try to uppercut Pinsir.
Excellent.
Hey.
And kind of describe the takedown as you're able to finally blow off some steam with a strong but you outclassed opponent.
So he'll kind of duck underneath Pinsir as he used his X-Scissor. And he'll kind of do like a little spin. It's literally called the spinneroonie. And kind of get himself back up. And he'll use the momentum of it to land a pretty decisive uppercut towards Pinsir.
You're calling it the spinneroonie?
That's what it's called, I think. Oh,
Oh my
technically,
God.
the more technical term is a flare, if we want to get all dance.
Okay. As you kind of knock it out, you see it land on its feet and it's still breathing heavy. It's looking up at you. It's standing on it's standing its ground as strong as it can. The capture roll in this game is a D12 stat roll. It gets reduced by 1 for every wound, so he would have a -3, so he's at a 9. But when you're capturing, what they do in the fiction to help you kind of get to that, edging it back to like the red area, is he gets 3 additional wounds for the purposes of lowering his catch rate. If you officially knock him out, he will escape as of this point, now that he gets his temporary hit points. So do you want to try to capture him now, or do you want to whittle down his temporary hit points for the purpose of making the capture chance higher?
Does it look like it still wants to fight, or is it kind of...
It's hurt, but since it gets this second win kind of feature to help the capture rate, I'd say it's still capable of fighting.
But does it want to keep fighting, is my question.
It's looking at you, and you think it's mostly concerned about its garden.
Ajax will kind of look at it, look at Chimchar, and just kind of pick up Chimchar, and he'll just go, I don't want to fight anymore, you can go back to your tree if you want. And he'll take out a Pokeball and just be like, or I can capture you. And he'll just kind of leave it up to whatever the Pokemon does.
Okay. He looks at his garden and back to you, and you could tell, I'd allow all of you guys, if you want to do a research roll, because then you guys could tell, like, hey, Ajax, I think this is the issue. And Ajax might figure it out on his own.
Okay. Research. Nope, no idea.
Guys, take if and giveth.
How are we getting such bad rolls?
Yeah, don't forget you guys can get bonuses if you Pokédex the creature. It only works the first time you Pokédex them, obviously, but I think it's a +1 on research rolls.
That wouldn't even help in this.
I don't know, Ajax, if you haven't done your research roll yet, if you want to Pokédex him to get insight and then make your research roll.
Alright.
Okay. As you Pokédex him, it says, Pinsir, the bug-type Pokemon. It grips its prey in its pincers and splits them apart. Although it is a powerful Pokemon, it can't deal with the cold. And with that +1, or did you already implement the +1?
No,
Oh, you
that's not,
didn't.
that's
Also,
without it.
you get a 4, which is a baseline success in this game for a lot of things. I guess maybe it's your battle connection with it, but you determine that it doesn't mind going with you because it wants to be with a strong trainer. It's worried about who will protect its garden while it's gone. You give it any reassurances?
Uh,
You also think you can come back later and he'll probably jump right to your Pokeball once he has someone that can protect his garden.
I don't think of anything we can do to reassure it.
You could say that it's almost become a legend, and people revere this area as almost holy, and doubt anybody would bring any harm to it.
Yeah. He'll look towards the pincer and just be like, your legend has grown. Everybody's too afraid to enter this area in fears of running into you. Your tree should be safe. You have assured that through your capabilities.
Dude. And he gets that reassurance, and you see him walk over to you and tap your Pokeball. It shakes once. It shakes twice. He breaks out. JK, he's yours now.
He's like, psych, I love my trees.
Yeah.
Dude.
Lovely. He hugs the tree and breaks it with his pincer. Oh. You now have a pincer in your party. I was not expecting that. That is awesome.
Hey, let's go.
Yay.
Nicely done.
Sweet.
Is it, are they not happy with the bug joining the group?
You better not bully me with that thing. I will cry.
I'm not worried about any kinds of bugs. You see the hands on this guy? Like, these are the best fly swatters you'll ever see.
Yeah, I don't know. They're weird exoskeleton, and like most of them have multiple hands. They creep me out.
I don't think multiple hands should be a deterrent for Pokemon, but okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Have you seen a Giratina? That thing's terrifying. It's not a bug Pokemon, but I swear anything like more than 4 limbs, like arms and legs, is terrifying.
I'm ready. Where is it? I'm ready.
So Wesley. Yeah, we got the pincer. Well, Ajax got the pincer. You kind of passed out, bud.
I was power napping.
Yes. Absolutely.
You feel powerful?
I do feel strong.
Well, then it worked.
Wesley Power is power napping.
See him. He sees it's really late, and he goes, "Fine. Well, I get the next one, Ajax."
Sure, buddy. You get first dibs at it.
And he goes to sleep. And unless you guys want to roleplay a camp scene, we can get to tomorrow. It's really up to you guys.
I would like to throw out Furret and teach it Hidden Power. If that's okay.
Yeah, so you guys make camp and all that good stuff. While you're making camp, you could easily do it. Which also, we never got a chance to show. Also, be a custom art. Ophelia.
Hey.
Ophelia comes out of the ball, looks around, snatches up the crumbs of a tuna sandwich on the floor, and then runs to you, Krilla.
Oh, hey baby. So we have this Hidden Power thing that I thought you might want to learn. What do you think?
Just like in the artwork, turns her head. Oh, well, I should ask, because I let you guys mostly handle your starters. Do you guys want me to help you guys with your additionals, or are you prepared to roleplay all of your Pokemon?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't mind switching up. Like, I had fun just saying dude, but I don't want to take any
Dude.
Opal's Geodude, you know?
Right.
When it gets to be too much, we'll let you know. How's
Yeah.
that?
There we go.
If I have a specific idea, I'll let you know.
Yeah, like if you want to like have a pre-planned scene, I'm all for that. I love it. It's your Pokemon. Please, please, please.
Okay. Well, I guess Ophelia will kind of grab the TM, tilt her head, and it'll light up like it did with Geodude. And then what do I do for the typing? It's
Slash R space 1D18.
1D18.
5, 1, 2,
Hey.
3.
Grass as well.
Hey! Hey!
Grass buddies.
That looks familiar.
Oh my gosh, she got grass.
Yes.
Hidden power grass. That's awesome.
Dude,
Well,
look
high
around.
five
He's
with their
supposed to
little-
be still special.
Oh. And Ophelia will kind of like squint and like power up a little bit to try and use the move, and it starts going.
Is it the same? Is it the same move with the levitating orbs, or does it look like something else?
No, levitating orbs.
And I mean, it could take different shapes too. It could be levitating hearts. It could be levitating stars. Just if you guys want to
Okay.
differentiate your hidden powers.
I don't mind sharing. I was just wondering if
Yeah.
it was going to be flavored.
Let's go. She's not the greatest at fighting. Let's go like she tries to form perfect circles, but they end up being like ovals. Like they're almost there, but not quite. But it looks cool, regardless.
I think Geodude will just like gently tap her on the head, like, good job.
Oh,
Nice try.
good job, Ophelia. That's amazing. Grass type, hidden power. That's gonna come in super handy.
Real. Okay. Are there any more camp scenes, or do we want to move on to tomorrow?
I wouldn't mind just a short one.
No
So
rush. I'm on you guys' pace.
I see up ahead there is a little bit of water. Getting that memory earlier kind of shook Ophelia up a little bit, and she's gonna go and like roll up her leggings and take the brace off and like let her legs soak in the water just to kind of see if she can bring the memory back at all, or
Opal, not Ophelia.
yeah, that's what I meant. My bad.
Just
Too many names.
for everybody else. I knew what you meant, but just for everybody
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. But yeah, I think she's gonna go soak her feet in the water and see if that brings back anything else from that first memory crossing the bridge.
Let's see. Perception in this game is typically handled with two ways: heart and research. So this is something that you're like researching. We'll do a heart roll to see if you can kind of unlock the stuff that's inside you, like something that
Okay.
you've experienced. Okay.
Hey.
So this is an awesome
Damn.
opportunity. So as you're kind of dangling your feet in the water, and thinking about it, you actually remember. What is it called? Let me go look at the map, the world map. You actually remember seeing the sign Ambivale. You remember Ajax reading it. You remember the stranger, but nothing the stranger said. then because it's in relation to the water, everything between is kind of blurred out. You don't know if it's real or whatever. You don't really see any of that. But you do remember getting to this well that the stranger was next to and putting your leg into it and it healing. And you are almost certain this time that this must have really happened. But I imagine it freaks you out more than anything because you apparently did something with the people here and don't remember any of it.
Right. Well, is Ambivale's not on the way, is it? Would I know?
It's a hard left, probably another day's journey or two, but it is the opposite direction if you go into the forest. You just tell yourself you think the Ratatat will last long enough. It is only a day detour, but it's really up to whether you and the group want to make that risk.
Well, we got plenty of extra berries, so we could. Opal and Geodude will go back to the group and let them know what she saw. She'll tell Ajax she remembered him catching the Ambivale sign, and there was this stranger. Do I remember that he didn't have legs or like any features, or?
You just remember your initial meeting when his legs were covered by his cloak.
Okay. There was a stranger sitting by a bunch of water, and yeah, I stuck my leg in there and it healed, and I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It'd be like a day away. Would you mind a detour? I think the Rattata should be okay. I hope. I'll give it another berry. What do you think, guys? Do you want to take a quick pit stop to Ambivale?
I mean, that does sound.
I don't mind. It'll help Wesley get a bit better before challenging the gym.
Yeah, that is true. We can train up a little bit before we go to the gym. How many berries do we have left for our little friend?
I believe I was given 10, and if I gave him one tonight, we'd have 9.
Okay. So that gives us at least 9 days.
Oh wait, no. Why do I have jelly donuts in my inventory again?
Ajax with jelly donuts.
That's those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Road.
I'm pretty sure that she gave us 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure too. I'll check the stream back later, but for now we can assume we have.
It was 10.
Yeah, so I would
Yeah,
have just given him one tonight because it was what, 2 a day or
1 a day.
Yeah.
Or 1 a day.
For the citrus berries, yep.
Just to give him one every day, and he until you get him to the professional facility in the other town.
Yeah, so we've
Okay.
got a little time.
Yeah. Yeah, that should be okay, I would think.
I'm sorry, sorry, little buddy, and I'll stick my finger in the cage and like scratch it behind the ear. I'm sorry, little buddy. It'll be just a little bit longer, but I think it might be worth it. It might be if it's good for me, it might be good for you too.
Oh,
little buddy.
He's weak and feeble, but he just closes his eyes after you give him the berry and he goes to sleep.
Yeah, if you guys are fine with that, I'd like to go.
yeah, I think we need to do this. Something's felt off ever since we got that spiky fruit Pokemon. So I think we need to do this.
Not to mention the comments Power made.
Yeah. I hate that guy.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. And then that'll be that's my scene. That's all I got.
Excellent. I'll just make sure quick. Ajax, any additional scene? We get to wake up and continue journey.
No real scene. Just before he goes to sleep, he'll be like doing a little light sparring with Chimchar, and he'll try to convince Wesley to do the same with his Pokemon.
Yeah, he does the same, and he's laying down half asleep. Yeah, kill him. And then the spiky fruit Pokemon looks back like, oh, surprise. Yeah, do the thing that kills him. And then Wesley goes to sleep. And the spiky fruit Pokemon, just to have a brief scene here, since you kind of alluded to them training, it looks at Chimchar and like how Chimchar's like this boss energy. The spiky fruit Pokemon just is super intimidated looking at him.
Aw,
Wide eyes.
little
It's just
Durid.
super wide eye. Probably pictured Chimchar being like 100 feet tall in his mind.
Oh no.
But all right. Aquila, any final scene?
No, just cuddling up with Pixel and Ophelia to sleep. Ophelia is gonna be like wrapped around my neck like a neck pillow, and then I'm gonna be like holding Pixel. And that's it though.
Okay, excellent. And Opal, I know you kind of went through a lot tonight. With your memory, is there any other scenes you have trouble sleeping, or you just settle?
No, I don't think trouble sleeping is ever a problem that Opal has experienced.
She sleeps like a rock. Ah.
Yup. Yeah. So she probably ends up using Geodude or like an arm or something as a pillow by accident, but she's out, man.
Okay, excellent. So with that said, the next day would surely come as all days do, until they don't. That's grim, but anyways.
Oh no.
As you guys kind of get up and leave Route 1, are there any additional captures you guys would like from that list? For extremely weak Pokemon, I won't waste their time with like long scenes. So if you just said, hey, I catch the Pidgey in this route, then we can put it into your party. But if you prefer to do it kind of more natural, like how HX did, I'm also okay with that. I just want to throw the option out there so you guys don't feel like you don't have opportunities to add to your rosters. Do you want me to repost the list?
Yeah, repost the list. Oh, wait, I just found it. Pidgey, Weedle, Caterpie, Bidoof, Slowpoke, Sunkern, and the Pinsir was caught.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
In the region. Okay, you guys are okay for now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Same. So you guys would eventually move on from Route 1, kind of little music playing whenever you guys get to an area, and to the Thornwood Thicket. When you guys get to the thicket, you're staying at its edge. It's kind of like the Forest of Death and Lord of the Rings, like it's where the tree ants are sleeping. It's really intimidating looking. That's not to say your trainers would be afraid because you guys are badasses. But you've heard a lot of legends here. This is kind of what makes the trainer, whether they're ready to really leave their hometown, is the challenge of the Thornwood Thicket. So get ready for all kinds of hauntedness in this place. As you can already see looking in, that the shades have shadows, and the shadows have shades.
Like sunglasses?
And under all of the shadows are more
Yes.
shades. And when you guys look behind yourself, this is how creepy it really is. You got your shadows literally have a shadow. So it looks like there's 3 people standing in one spot for each of you. And it might also feel like someone's always following you because of that.
All right, Doctor Who. Come down.
Is that a Doctor Who thing?
In one of the episodes, if you have 2 shadows, you're fucked.
Oh, I need to watch that show. I keep telling myself I want to watch that show.
It's so
bad.
good. But anyways, that's terrifying.
Wesley, by the way, he's throwing hands of his shadow, but he's not winning.
That checks. Yeah.
You can get him, bud. Just keep trying.
You got this.
He's rolling on the dirt trying to strangle his shadow, but he just keeps falling. But yeah, as you guys kind of go into the
bullshit.
go into the Thornwood Thicket, I think this is a good place to take our Timinate.
Timinate Brake.
Yeah. Which, by the way, if you're first time watching the stream, I make up words all the time. Please judge me. So let's take Timinate and we'll be right back.
Timinate. the screen. Oh, we're going on another 10 minutes.
Yeah, another 10-minute break.
Oh.
No, it just resets on its own.
Yeah.
In the future, how do I get a Pokemon on your stream?
Oh, go into chat on my stream. And I think you just have to say something in chat.
I got a shaman.
Yeah, and you can choose, I think I have up until Gen 8 available. You find the panel on my actual, like, Twitch. If you scroll down, say something in chat. If you scroll down, there should be a panel that says choose your Pokemon or something like that.
Oh, I didn't make you choose.
You might have to follow.
Oh,
You-
Why am I not followed?
Because you hate me.
Obviously.
Oh damn! Is Prime sub still a thing? I know I Prime. Is that still a thing?
Yeah, it's Sylvie.
All right, I'm at the Prime sub later.
You don't have to by any means, but if you do, I appreciate it.
I'm not forced to give you money that I don't
What?
need. Honestly, I don't use that Prime sub. I haven't used it in like 12 months. Someone should get that free money.
Give me your money.
Even though, you know, I use to stream on Twitch, and every like 6 months I'll get a payout of like $58 or something.
I know, isn't it funny? It's like, man, people have just like forgotten to unsubscribe or have their Prime. Like, I'm like, this is awesome.
But I'm just shocked because it's like you just got a direct deposit, and I'm sitting here like, wait, I got paid for what? And I see $50. They hacked me. All right. Oh, I got a spook. I don't know if you've got spooky music for Spooky Forest. But you guys do.
Never
Oh,
thought I'd
let me
hear
do
you
a
say
roll call. So Ajax and Acryla here. No, not Opal and Acryla here. Ajax, you back? Or did we lose him?
Oh, sorry, I'm here. I was just.
No. All right. You guys have officially entered Thornwood Thicket.
Dun dun dun.
The Thornwood Thicket. And as you kind of walking around, Wesley is just attached to you guys' hips. He sees that like Ajax has the most muscles, so he's attached to Ajax hips. But then he rotates over to Opal because he's like, wait, it's fighting attacks don't work against Ghost. And he walks over to Opal.
What's my rock gonna do?
Oh. And then he looks at Pixel. He rotates over to Acryla. The dude's like, no.
Geodude throws his hands up in the air like, what the?
What is awareness? Give me a research roll, all of you guys. You can put a Pokemon assistance too.
Ooh. Dude.
Well, now it has been. You just have to say something. As you guys are walking, you see that Opal, since Opal failed, also it's kind of thematic since what you're about to see is Opal, you step on maybe a dead Magikarp.
Oh God. What is that?
Acryla and Ajax, you guys would know that it's a very rare regional variant called Tragikarp.
Ooh.
And it is, instead of water, it is a rock type Pokemon.
But it's dead.
Yeah, it appears to be dead. But that's just how Tragikarps look, which is its name. Aquila or Ajax, which one of you two would Pokédex it? Since Opal's probably worried about the fact she's stepping on a dead Magikarp, and she doesn't. Her research roll didn't work out, so she just thinks it's a dead Magikarp.
I'll jump up and say, "That's not a dead Magikarp," and I'll pull out my Pokédex for it to read it.
Tragikarp, the rock type Pokemon. Though it looks like Magikarp, Tragikarp is a completely different species. Tragikarp can be found scattered around arid, dry lands. It barely ever moves, and it feeds on minerals and spices that's seldom found in sandstorms. So why the hell is it here? Tragi.
Why are you here, buddy? You are a long way from home.
Cup.
I like him.
Tragikarp.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh boy, are you still just leaving your foot on it, or?
Oh no, I've fully knelt down, and you see indecision and horror on Opal's face as she's like, I don't want to put this Rattata down here, but I want to pick up this like rockfish thing. Oh no.
Aquila will pick it up for you. Be like, what?
What is this?
Why are you here?
Cup.
Okay, well, can I try to catch it?
Cup.
Let me try to catch it. I am so sorry for stepping on you, little guy.
Yeah, you are like super into rocks, huh?
Yeah,
I'll trade you. You can have the fish and I'll take the Rattata for a second.
That works for me.
All right.
And so Opal will pull out one of the love Pokeballs, which I think is the first time you guys would have seen that.
Oh god. Oh god, you got love balls? I forgot.
Uh-huh.
Wait a second.
Man.
You got a love ball?
Yeah, I got like 6 love balls, and I'll pull out the full rock, like heart-shaped package, and like there's like drying rose leaves or rose petals still in there. Yeah, I got like this whole thing. Did you not? Or
no, I got like a grimy old like tin can looking thing with 6 Pokeballs in it. I think there's a favorite here.
While you two are talking, Tragikarp, unlike Magikarp, to your surprise, attacks, and it has a D12 in its attack.
oh,
Jesus Christ.
attack! Oh, great. So who's holding it at this point? Cause
You?
like,
Yeah,
Okay.
It's trying to hit your leg, Opal. Luckily, it does 0 damage despite being a success.
hey, little asshole here. Not cool, man. Can I try to? It just flops and splashes around. Yeah, Dude, I'm trying to help you out here. I'm gonna hold out the Pokeball and like give it an option, but if it's gonna be an asshole, I'm gonna fight it.
Tragic. And it looks at the Pokeball, and its tears begin to swell up because no one's ever wanted it before.
Aw.
Wait, no, he's attacking.
He does not know how to feel.
You see him splash you with his tears. Tragic. But you don't think it'd be a challenging catch? You can just throw your ball at its head if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna like. I think I've got it by the tail, and I think I just kind of I'm gonna smack it or something. I think I just like lob the Pokeball at it while I'm holding it by the tail.
Okay, give me a D12 roll. You have a good odds of catching it though, because it is naturally just easy to catch.
So how big is this thing too?
So it's about the same size as regular Magikarp. So I'd say it's probably about like
Okay, decent
foot and a half,
size.
maybe 2. Yeah, it's a big fish, but it's not like crazy.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you're able. You see, he tries his hardest. You see the ball roll around, jump, shake, roll, jump again, and as it's kind of rolling, you hear it go doom, and as it makes that doom sound, a spider web flicks onto the ball and sucks it into the trees.
Akrillo will scream.
And
You give that back, and like, Geodude, come on, and like, Opal's full on gonna march into the trees.
yeah, you go into the trees, and the moment you go into the trees, give me a fitness roll.
Oh fuck me! All
Well, you
right.
can say assisted since you have Geodude with you.
Okay.
Akrillo's gonna
Oh,
go into
you're
the
really
fetal
angry.
position. And
Opal's
Pixel's gonna
pissed.
drag her to follow.
Opal is pissed, man.
Yeah,
Hey, that was my first. That's my first Pokeball. That's the first love ball I tried to throw, and you are not taking that. You give that back.
You see about 7 Spinneracks, but when you kind of storm in there, super angry. Maybe you took a note out of Ajax, because you look like ultra brolic right now, which is muscular in New York. You just see the Spinnerack all get scared and kind of all run away. But when they run away, there's one Pokemon that doesn't run away.
No, don't say it.
Adios. You see a big spider come running at you. But before it hits you, it disappears, it turns to smoke. And the Pokeball drops at your feet.
Well, that's what I came here for. Thank you. Just turns around and storms back to the group.
Hold on, your group might not be there no more.
Okay, cool.
Ajax and Aquila. And your Pokemon would likely follow until anyways. Give me heart rolls.
Oh no.
Unassisted or assisted?
Unassisted. Because this is more like a wisdom save on your character. So Ajax, Chimchar is not sure what's going on, but you kind of always do your own thing. I guess it's better to frame it from what Aquila sees first. Aquila, you would see that Ajax's eyes get all puffy and pink, and he just begins walking off, and then Chimchar would just naturally follow his trainer, unaware that there's anything wrong. But Ajax, you can hear a sound in the forest, and it just goes, she, and it's like you're drowning out everything around you, and you're just walking into the forest. And Wesley just kind of runs after Ajax, because Ajax walking is like a slow jog for most other characters.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's how you get those glutes. You always
Yeah.
fast. Wait, Ajax. So Opal, when you come out the tree, you can see that Aquila, you feel like you shake something off, like something was trying to get into your mind. But you would see that Ajax is just walking into like a thorn bush.
Can I call out? Ajax, what are you doing? Where are you going?
Ajax, I'll whisper you in the roll 20 and to prompt you on things, and then it's really up to you how you want to roleplay it.
Akrillo will kind of come to her senses from seeing the Spinnerack and yell out at him and kind of run towards where he's going to try and stop him from walking straight into the thorns.
He would, so you're getting in front of him to block you?
No, I would like kind of grab his shoulder and like try to pull him back.
You would try to do that, but all you hear him say is, "To the master." As he just kind of is dragging you along for now.
There is no master! Ajax, what is wrong with you?
I have to go this way.
Just Ajax knows what he's doing, says Wesley. We should trust him.
I don't know about that, buddy. His eyes are like pink and puffy and like he's acting really weird. I don't think he knows where he's going. And who's the master? We don't know anybody by that name. No.
He is this way, and he points in the direction that he's walking.
That's the exact opposite way of where we need to go, Ajax.
No, I have to go this way. I have to go to the master.
Akrillo will look back at Opal and be like, what the fuck?
Opal is catching up slowly and was distracted by trying to look up a tragic card. I'm really sorry. Opal is coming up slowly and like, hey, man, like, who is this master again?
He is this way. I have to go this way.
Yeah, but who?
He is the master.
Is there can I invite Geodude to like Gib Smack? Or, you know, like the NCIS. Can I invite Geodude to like Gib Smack Ajax and be like, hey, like snap out of it?
Try to like snap him out. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Would you,
And-
Ajax? Would Chimchar naturally just like make sure it doesn't happen? Like try to defend
Yeah.
you? Okay, so what you can do is you can do a contested roll between the two. You're not attempting to hurt each other, but just to see if you are succeeding. So Chimchar and Geodude can use any roll on their sheet. Preferably physical stuff. Obviously not like a special blast, but you're smacking. So I guess you just use Smackdown, right? This feels appropriate.
Yeah.
Like a weekend.
Yeah.
The goal isn't to really hurt him, but just so we have a measured roll against each other.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chimchar gets in the way, but it was so unexpected that you successfully slap Ajax. Ajax, you can give me another heart roll to see if you heart roll to see if you shake it off. Okay, at this point, Ajax, you get aggressive to achieve your goal because you know what you have to do. Not necessarily attack them, but maybe run off and sprint, but it's really however you think you'd handle it to achieve your goal.
He would shake off Akrilla, and he'll kind of grab Chimchar as he'll begin to run.
Holy crap!
And as he runs, he just goes, "I have to see the king. I have to see the Lord." He just keeps going.
Can I have Pixel run in front of him and try to like intimidate him to snap him out of whatever's happening?
Sure, but you have to beat Ajax fitness roll, and that.
Oh, good lord!
He does not skip leg day.
I mean, we can try. So,
Yeah, so make
would
an
it be my
intimidation roll.
fitness?
So it'd be a Pixel's intimidation, and then if you want to pair it with yourself, you can do it, or you can do assisted if you want to do your roll instead, your fitness. But Ajax, fitness away.
Oh god, this is gonna be terrible.
You gotta beat a 6 on the contestant.
So,
It's not a-
I do my strength with Pokemon support.
Yeah, if your aim is to catch up to him, yeah.
Okay,
Damn, he's gone.
he's gone.
He's
Well, never
gone.
mind on that. I don't want to leave Opal behind too much either because she can't walk as fast as we can. So instead, can I have Pixel follow his trail? Smell wise.
Sure, Pixel just kind of sniffs and kind of runs after him as you get back to Opal.
Oh, I'm hobbling along, just trying to catch up. Where did he go?
I have no idea. He's talking about some master dude, some lord, some... I don't know what's going on. Going the exact opposite way of where we need to go. Like, this is so unlike him. I don't understand.
It's really weird in here.
I don't like it. There's bugs.
Yeah, there's a lot of bugs. Well, let's follow him. Let's at least try to make sure he doesn't get into too much trouble.
Yeah, Pixel's got his trail, so we can at least track him. He's
Yeah,
fast. He's so fast.
I know.
Speaking of Pixel, when you come around the bush and you kind of pursue Pixel, you could see a small group of Murkrow have started to assail Pixel. There's a bunch of them, and you look in the trees, we're talking like dozens. They're just in the trees, just There's a murder of them. and there's so many of them, but only about 3 of them have assailed Pixel. So when you come around the corner, you just see him getting surrounded by these Murkrow. What do you do? How do you react to that?
I'm gonna yell, Pixel, we're here! And, tell him to hang in there, buddy, and see if he can't, intimidate him. He's kind of probably, hunkered down, kind of, like, growling at them as they're, like, I'm assuming swooping down and, like, pecking at him. So I'm gonna tell him to, intimidate them and, use Ember on the ground to kind of try and spook them from stopping them attacking him.
You can have a situational +1 from your intimidate ability, and then you can roll an Ember check.
Okay.
If you clear a 4, you'll scare the 3 of them off without a fight. If you fail, then the 2 of you have to fight, and then I'll go to another scene what Ajax is doing.
Okay. Ember. Bonus 1.
Yes.
Bonus 1. Tactics, I guess. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, you succeed, and the Murkrows fly off. They just merely fly back to their perch. They don't like full on retreat, but they don't feel like the fight feels like it's not worth it.
Mm.
But as they kind of perch, you look around and you've no idea how far Ajax got off to.
I'm gonna kneel down to Pixel and make sure he's okay and say, "You okay, buddy? I'm sorry we took so long to get up to you." Did he take any damage or anything like that from?
No, he luckily you got to him in the nick of time.
Okay, perfect. Do you still have his scent?
Pixel would just kind of nod to you.
Okay. Well, are you okay leading us to him, bud?
He nods.
Okay, and then we'll just follow him, like, right behind him.
Okay. As you guys kind of start running through the woods, they're just fuckery after fuckery. And I do apologize, but it would be a ghost forest if it wasn't. As you're pursuing Ajax, you see a troop of children walking through the woods. And out of nowhere, you're worried about Ajax. Ajax was trying to keep up. Wesley was trying to keep up with Ajax. Wesley's among the troop of kids. There's about 6 of them. And they're following this Pokemon.
Don't say Phantom. Oh god, no! Worse!
But before we worry about whether you care about the troop of kids, whether you let Wesley get lost in the woods forever and following the Drifloon, I'm going to go to frame Ajax. So Ajax, not for murder, but to frame what you're up to. Ajax, when you finally get to where you're going, your eyes begin to swell down and you don't know where you are, how far you are from where you went from, how you got here. But you see there are 6 stones perfectly kind of surrounding you like a council. And on each of the stones, you see one of these guys.
Oh.
See. And they all point to the middle where you're standing. And you feel a hand on your shoulder. And it just goes, no. Give me another heart roll as you feel your bodies drop into the earth and start falling like you're falling towards a town, like your mind is just being broken. Physically, you feel like you're falling, like you're about to crash into Twinger Town from 100 feet above. But you know you're tired of being a tool. Walk me through how you're done with this bullshit and you break through it.
Let's see. I guess as he's feeling that falling sensation, as he's about to fall, he just kind of feels Chimchar's little flame kind of start burning his hand a little bit. And he'll just kind of snap out of it and instinctively just shout flamethrower and just hold Chimchar up like a flamethrower.
Okay. Your flamethrower starts shooting around. You don't need to worry about a target right now. You're more just kind of wildly shooting the fire. Go ahead and give me a flamethrower. Alright. He goes, but because he's a psychic Pokemon, you see all 6 Drowsy. They look like council members. They all use psychic, and Chimchar gets thrown in the sky. And as he gets levitated in the sky, you feel yourself get levitated as well. So in Pokeymanz, there's Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes means you fail what you did, and there is a major complication. Now, before I continue, as you and Chimchar are getting levitated, you could choose to mastery this to prevent the extra complication I'm about to put on you.
Yeah, I'll master it.
All right, so the 2 of you are about to get tossed out, and the mastery allows you to re-roll. If you still fail, the Snake Eyes goes through because Snake Eyes is powerful. But if you succeed, then you circumvent the Snake Eyes, but you still don't succeed at the flamethrower. You just don't get a really bad situation. Okay, excellent. So there's no horrible situation. So you guys aren't getting tossed to the moon. But you guys are able to break through it with the flamethrower, and the Drowsy members kind of fall over and get to their feet, and then it's just you staring at Hypno. And he puts his hands up when they're about to attack you to silence them. And he points to his ear like he wants you to listen to your surroundings.
Ajax will do what the Pokemon is telling him to do.
When you listen, give me a research roll to see if you can kind of figure out what he's trying to tell you.
Ooh, research.
Yeah, you don't hear anything, but you see that his Drowsies they're like putting their hands up, and you're getting like dizzy, and it's showing you this little pendulum, and you can hear a clock kind of ticking. But we're gonna come back to you, Ajax, as you're staring down the Hypno. Opal and Akrilla, Pixel's picked up on his scent. He's probably about 400 or 500 feet in this particular direction through the woods, so you can't see him immediately. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna split apart? Are you all just gonna run towards Ajax? There's about 5 or 6 kids being led away by a Drifloon.
I will look to Opal and said, we have to save these kids. That Drifloon is going to kill them.
Thought, can I do some kind of check to see if I like know what a Drifloon does, or
Yeah, I mean you could Pokédex it, and then you could do a +1 research roll if you want.
can I do that, please?
Yeah, go for it.
Pokédex it.
All right. So while you're getting your roll ready, it says Drifloon, the ghost flying type Pokemon. Perhaps seeking company, it approaches children. However, it often quickly runs away again when the children play too roughly with it. It is known to make children disappear, but these are unconfirmed rumors. And one of its actual Pokédex entries, like legit Pokédex entries, straight up said to lure away young children and carry them off to the afterlife. How dark is that?
Yeah, no. That's why I'm like,
Legit Pokemon entry. I know Pokemon games are cute and cuddly, but if you read their Pokemon
Dude.
dexes, some of them are crazy.
ghost types especially, fucked up.
Yeah. So
yeah, let's.
Purple.
Ajax is he's a big kid. He's got it. Let's get these kids real quick.
Yeah, he's capable, I think. I hope.
Okay. So Opal and Akrilla, you guys run towards the Drifloon. It's by itself, and it just kind of turns around and it looks at you, and it squares up to fight to protect its friends as it's taking them on their journey to the afterlife. Which Pokemon do the 2 of you choose? Opal, please don't send out the Tragikarp, but you do have an option here.
I will listen to God and not send out the Tragikarp.
Thank you, God.
Geodude, let's go.
Oh. And Akrilla, are you sending out anybody to aid her? This is kind of like a mini boss fight, so it's okay.
Yeah, Pixel be raring to fight to protect the kids.
Pixel comes out to protect the children. And in another fight, you see the Drowsies all point to the Hypno, and they sit around and put up a magic shield around you, Ajax. And the Hypno rolls up his sleeves in the fiction, like shows you like you're rolling up his sleeves. And he points to the Chimchar, and he points to the ground. And the Drowsies start to clap. He's challenging you to see if you're worthy enough to leave his coat. Or he also points to an empty seat on a stone if you just want to join his coat. They have great health benefits.
Amazing insurance. In the
Did it pay
woods.
minimum wage and like time off and oh my god.
Ajax would look at Chimchar. Chimchar is still up for a fight, so he'll send out Chimchar.
And you see the Hypno just kind of giggle and goes, no. And he fades away behind the barrier. And you see two Drowsies jump in front of you. And the Hypno points to all the Drowsies. You've got to beat them all. And this is the double battle. So if you won, you've got someone else that's got your back nowadays.
Ajax is gonna summon Pincer as well.
Pincer jumps out of the ball, back to back with Chimchar, and as you kind of saw, to frame both situations, Ajax is going through. In boxing, it's called a shark attack, where you fight multiple opponents in a row. You don't think you need to make them faint, Ajax, but you do think you need to put some type of beat on each of them. But you're surrounded by 6 Drowsy, and at the end of the line, a Hypno whose arms are folded, and he's just kind of giggling. No. Pincer and Chimchar are kind of back to back with each other and stuff like that. But we're going to end here soon, so I'm going to go and frame the final frame for them. But give us your final scene, how your Pokemon are stance, all that stuff, what you're thinking as you realize you got to fight 6 Drowsy and then a Hypno.
The Pincer is kind of just standing in front of Ajax, closer to Ajax. Since he's used to guarding his trees, I guess he views Ajax kind of the same way in a way. While the Chimchar is just kind of doing Chimchar stuff, you know, pounding his chest, making his little flame getting bigger and bigger. The Chimchar's all about it.
Okay, excellent. Are you concerned about going through so many opponents? I know your Chimchar's ready, but are you thinking about it or no?
No, Ajax has full confidence in his Chimchar and Pinsir.
Okay. The
And
Pincer's looking at
and if he has to, some Pokemon are gonna get chucked around a bit.
and you chopped around, that's right. And Hypnos just kind of has his arm folded to end your scene. They all go, see! And you just hear, no! And as the Drowsy kind of jump, your Pokemon jump, it goes to grayscale, really cool, epic clash about to happen, and that ends the session for you. Now we'll go back to the ladies real quick, and you see Drifloon is looking at Geodude and Pixel. And as Drifloon is looking at them, Drifloon begins to glow. And as he begins to glow, almost like they're a part of his gang, the Murkrow interlock and wrap around it, forming some type of like Murkrow cape around the Drifloon, a cape of death, and he looks super intimidating for a first stage Pokemon. As this Drifloon flies towards you guys with its Murkrow cape, give us your final scene, Geodude and Pixel bracing, your thoughts. It'd be pretty intimidating.
Yeah, that sounds epic. Well, Acryla will just kind of stand her ground and look like ready to fight, like scowl on her face, and still mad at the Murkrow for what they did to Pixel. And Pixel always ready to intimidate and is just growling and hunkered down like just ready to go.
Opal is kind of terrified, not gonna lie, but determination is what you see on her. Like, gotta save those kids, man.
Okay. And as these two scenes unfold, we have our first part 1. Next week, we'll return for Shadows over Shades Part 2. And we'll have 2 very decisive fights. One for the fate of children, curse you Pokemon, your hidden lures. And another for Ajax seat on the council? I don't know. All right, guys, let's do our favorite moments, and you guys can get on out of here. We'll start. I think we've kind of gotten used to it, so we'll go in the actual order. Where I usually go top down in Discord chat. So we'll start with Liz, then go to Ward, then Fearless. So Liz, what was your favorite moment of the night, and any wishes for next time?
Favorite moment of the night. I liked the little improv camp scene. That was fun. I feel like we got a little bit more character with our characters, and yeah, it was just fun to like play with the Pokemon a little bit. Yeah, I liked that a lot.
Okay. Any wishes, things you want to see more of, want to see next time, stuff like that?
No more bugs. No, I'm kidding. There's so many bug Pokemon. Oh my god.
Sir!
Want to see more of. Ooh.
You don't always have to have a wish. If you don't have a wish, it means that everything's pretty good. There's nothing you want to add or see more.
Yeah, I'd like. It's all good. Dang.
Okay, sure. Excellent. Thank you very much. And Wardbreaker, your favorite moment? Any Wishantes?
I love that Opal was able to have a little bit of a memory of what had happened, and a wish for, I don't know, for Tragic Harp to not be the most tragic Pokemon in my lineup.
Oh, God.
But, you know.
Kind of a jerk, too. Like,
yeah, kind of an asshole.
kind of a
Hopefully the balls of love help.
Yeah, mechanically, your Pokemon like you faster if they're in love balls. So
Cool.
But for now, he's gonna be splashing you.
Yeah, I'll ask later. I'll ask.
Sure. And then I'll issue the sheet here shortly after the session ends.
Yeah.
But it's true. Your sick Rattatat's probably more formidable than Tragic Card.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. Felix, your favorite moment, any wishes?
Favorite moment would probably be the little Pinsor backstory.
Yeah.
It is,
that was really cool.
you know,
His grotto.
yeah. His little garden that he built for himself. Wishes? No real wishes.
To win your seat on the council, maybe?
Not necessarily. To win my seat at the council, yes. Not to just sit on the stone.
Yeah, not to become a council member. To
Okay.
overthrow the council.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, guys. Ajax is retired from the game. He is now a council member.
We just find him. Go on without me. I rule these woods now.
This feels like it could go really Cult of the Lamb.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, in regard to the stream, at least, that's the game. I hope to see you guys next week. You know the time. You know where. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.